Okay guys, so as I had promised, here in this video I'll be explaining how to draw the different bolt heads. So you've already seen these four types of bolt heads. All the measurements have been given, and all these measurements have been given in terms of the diameter d. So this is the diameter of the hole that needs to be drilled in the two plates which are to be joined by riveting, and the a rivet is going to be inserted, and the different heads are going to be implemented. So here you can see four of these heads, and below if we go over here we have four more of these. So in all we have to learn about the eight different rivet types. So before going further, I'll have to tell you about the formula. So only the thickness of the plate will be provided to you in the exams, and you have to calculate the diameter of the rivet that needs to be applied for that particular plate. So the formula for that is 6 under root t. So when we do 6 under root t for this thickness, that is 10, we get 18.98 or something, which is rounded off to around 19 mm. So we'll be taking 19 mm as the diameter for all practical reasons here. Now when we have to start drawing this, what we have to do first is take the axis, and from the axis first thing we have to draw is the diameter d. So 19 mm is the diameter, and what we have to do actually here is take half of that. So half of 19 is 9.5. So we will be taking offset O enter of 9.5 on both the sides, and then we'll just trim these lengths off. Okay, so now we have to draw this dome. Now the diameter of the dome has been given as 1.6 times d. So whatever d we had over here, we have to multiply 1.6 to get 30.4. So this is the diameter of the circle that we need over here. And yeah, the next thing we need is the height of this dome. The height of the dome needs to be 0.7 times the diameter, which when we calculate comes out to be 13.3. So what I'll do here is I'll take an offset O enter of 13.3, which is this length over here, 0.7 d. I'll take a line, and then I'll create a circle with C enter command. Center I'll temporarily place it here itself, and diameter I want the diameter to be 30.4. So I can choose diameter from here, and I can give 30.4. So I can see that the dome is not exactly meeting this height. So we want the top point of this dome to be exactly here. So what I'll do here is I'll take move command, M enter. I'll just select the circle, apply move command, and move it down a little. So you can see the center of this circle has shifted slightly downwards. So that's how we want it to be. And now what we have to do is trim away this lower part of the circle. So I'll just select this line, TR enter, and click once on this to remove it. The top line we don't need it, so I'll just remove that as well. So this has created for me the snap head type of rivet. Next, coming here, so this one is slightly complicated. So we have to do some additional calculations here. So first of all, as usual, we have to calculate the diameter, which is 6 under root t, comes out to be 19, same as previous, because the thickness here is the same as before. If the thickness changes again, you have to accordingly calculate it. Coming to the height, 0.7 times d, again it is the same as before, 13.3. Here there is an additional radius which is given as 1.7 times the diameter. So that comes out to be 32.3. So now what we have to do to create this is I'll just create the diameter as usual, and then I'll take the height 0.7, offset 0.7 times d, that is 13.3. So offset of 13.3 I'll take, create the offset. Now this is where I want the height to be. So I'll just extend this line to meet this particular line here. Now I know this width of this bolt head as well. It is coming out to be 2 times of the diameter. So diameter here is 19, so 2 times of that will be 38. So I'll just take 19 on both sides. So technically I'll just get double of that. So offset of 19, and I'll take this on both the sides. Now the intersection of this line and this line. This is where the intersection is lying. Fine. So now we need an arc here with a starting point here, ending point over here, and having a radius which is equal to 1.7 times diameter. So 1.7 times diameter is 32.3. So here we have to do something. What we have to do here is we have to get back the menu. So this particular option for arc is only available here in the arcs under this menu. So we have all the options here. We have to choose start, end, and radius. Start, end, and radius. Fine. So now we have to click on the start, which is here, end, which is here. So you can see here that we are not getting our arc in the desired direction. It just means that we have chosen the wrong starting point. The starting point needs to be here, ending points over there. So I'll again take that same arc option, start, end, radius, starting point over here, ending point here, and now you can see the arc is giving, the arc is going in right direction. Now I can just feed the radius which it is asking over here. The radius for that being 1.7 times d, which is 32.3. 32.3. Enter. So now I've got this. So this is one side of the bolt. I can just mirror it using MI shortcut. Select the object, press MI, enter, then click 2 points on the axis, and then press enter again, and then remove all the things that are not needed. So this is how I create the bolt for high button head. Coming on to the next one appears very simple over here. It seems, when we first look at it, this appears to be a fillet, but according to the given dimensions, it is slightly more complicated. So let me show you how to draw that. Let me remove this. This is how it appears. Now, once again, before proceeding, we'll have to do all the calculations. Taking the thickness of the plate, we have to calculate all these ratios that are asked in the question. So now, I'll first take down this 0.6D. So 0.6D over here is 11.4. So offset 11.4. After that, I have to create this radius. That radius is 3.5 times the diameter. So I'll just create a circle randomly at some point, and I'll take its radius as 66.5. That is what we want. Now I'll have to move it, enter this quadrant. I'll have to move exactly straight line from here. So this is the top part of this dome. It's not actually a straight line because here the radius has been given something, and then from the center we want this to have again an arc. This is again not a straight line, it is actually an arc, and we know this dimension 1.76 over here. So that's what we have to do. 1.76 times d is coming out as 33.44. So I'll have to take an offset, half of this. So 33.44, half of this is 16.72. So I'll have to take offset 16.72 from the center on both the sides, and then I'll have to create a circle passing through this. So technically what I'm getting is, from this point I'm getting a radius to this circle as whatever is given here, r. Width I've calculated from this, and the arc radius has been taken from this point, that is the axis. Now I need to trim this off. I'll just select these two, TR, enter, and I can trim off whatever I don't need. This bottom part also I need to trim, so I'll select this, TR, enter, remove this, and all unnecessary lines I'll just have to remove. So this is how we get the pan head. You can see here that none of these edges are having a straight line. They are all arcs of varying radii as given in this diagram. The next one is cone head, which is very simple compared to all others. So what you have to do here is again calculate all the measurements. So taking the thickness of T, I've calculated diameter 1.6D, that's required over here, and 0.7D, which is the height. So I'll start out with the height 0.7D, offset 13.3. I'll have to take this height, and then I have 1.6 times D. 1.6 times D is coming out as 30.4. Half of that I have to take offset on both sides, 15.2 both sides, and I'll have to join this with the extension of this meeting over here. So you can just click the starting point here and just hover your mouse over here for some time, and you will get the tracking of this extended line. Join it to the top, select both these lines, trim off unnecessary lines, and delete this bottom lines. So that's how we get this cone.